What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to From the Crypt. I'm Derek, and today I am talking about VHS 99, released October 20th of 2022. This is the 5th installment of the VHS franchise, and I watched this on Shudder. Now, I'm talking spoilers, but also at the same time, I'm not going to tell you who directed it, who's in it. I'm just going to go segment by segment with this one, just like I have with all the other ones so far. So, this one doesn't really have a wraparound like the others. I mean, I guess if you want to be technical, it kind of does, but it's just more army guys and like stop motion stuff that ties into another story. It's not its own glue-ness like the other wraparounds have been. So I'll talk about that more by the time we get to the story that I guess you could say it's tied to. Shredding. Now this one had a group of kids. They're in a band. Rack, I believe is what it was. And they go to this like underground venue where this band Bitch Cat had their last performance, but then they died because there was an electrical fire, and then they got trampled as everybody was trying to get out. I thought this one was meh. Like, it didn't do anything for me. I didn't like most of the main characters in Rack. Maybe that was intentional, that you were only supposed to like the guy who actually had a brain, but the rest of them I thought were idiots, and they got what they had coming to them. So, yeah, just meh on this one. Suicide Bid. This one reinforced the fact that I think most sorority girls are bags of bitch. Because their idea of hazing is burying this girl in a coffin and then giving her a box to use when she's feeling weak and about ready to ring the bell and get out of there, filled with fucking spiders. Like, man, the main girl who was buried alive, obviously you like her and you feel for her. And the other bitches, well, they get what's coming to them. And if people are offended by me saying that, watch it and then tell me they weren't bitches. We could talk about that one. Ozzy's Dungeon. Okay, so this one, I kind of feel like I was a target audience for this one. Simply because this is basically ripping off of like Legends of the Hidden Temple from Nickelodeon back in the day, which, you know, like any kid in that time period, you wanted to be on Legends of the Hidden Temple and get snatched up by one of those guards and stuff and talk to Olmac. I can't remember what his name was. I'm 37. It's been a long time, okay? But I did enjoy this one, and it actually made me gag at one point because the girl, okay, so this girl breaks her leg when she's doing the original Ozzy's Dungeon. And her leg, like, I guess they never got it fixed or something because it looks like it needs cut off. That's not what I gagged about. That was gross, don't get me wrong. But then they capture the host, and then they make him run their own, like, version of Ozzy's Dungeon. And he literally has to crawl through shit. And just, man, that one was rough. Like, I'll say that. But hey, the girl ended up getting her wish at the end, which involved everybody getting their faces lasered off. So it was a happy ending. I don't know. The Gawkers. Okay, I laughed a lot at this one, just because the mannerisms and stuff of the kids, other than installing spyware on a hot girl's laptop and then using it to spy on her. The way they talk to each other, 100% that me and my friends have done that stuff. We've talked to each other like that. So I did like the kids minus the creep aspect. I mean, I can understand, from afar, like be like, oh man, yeah, she's hot. I can understand that, but going as far with the computer stuff, no. This one is also what the like stop motion army men stuff and just with the toys. This is the one this ties into. because the little brother was making a video of his army dudes, and then his brother came in, stole his camera, and then was like, yeah, what's up? I'm hot. You're hot. Let's date. And I was like, okay, this guy's kind of a tool bag. But I still laughed a lot at it. One thing that I did really like from this one, though, was that the chick that they were spying on ended up being like Medusa. And we're talking transformed, hair snakes, stared at him, turned him to stone. One thing that was cool that ties into the very end of this VHS film is like it cuts back after everything, and the little brother, you can kind of see the top of his head still turned into stone. And then the guy who originally got turned into stone still just hasn't moved. I like that. That was, overall, the Gawkers was pretty good. To Hell and Back. This one, like, some guys, they're, like, videotaping this, like, witch ritual where they're trying to impregnate this one chick who volunteers to, I guess, give birth to, like, the Antichrist or something. I'm going to be honest, I did not really like this one at all. It was just, I don't know, nothing new. And I kind of thought this was boring, and it definitely ended on a sour note, like, story-wise with this one, like, or just the story as whole. I didn't like it. All right, rewatch by review. Would I rewatch this one? Probably not. This one was pretty weak overall. Ozzy's Dungeon was okay. Suicide Bid was alright. The Gawkers was okay. But it didn't have anything that really like super stood out on this one. Would I buy this to complete the set? Yes, I would. What score am I going to give VHS 99? I'm going to go with a 5. For literally all the other reasons that I have already stated. It just, nothing really stood out as super unique and engaging. It was just a whole hell of a lot of meh. And so we're sticking with a 5. But that will do it for VHS 99, guys. Make sure to comment down below, did you like this one? Let's talk about it. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed yourself, and consider subscribing to the channel if you are not already. But, yeah, until next time, have a good one, guys.